A lot of y'all underestimate the power of meditating on your semen retention journey. Not even just semen retention, your spiritual journey or just your self-improvement journey in general. And y'all have to understand, meditating is so powerful. I've been meditating every day for a long time now, for a while. And I can tell you guys, I have this different mental clarity in my life. I have this powerful mental clarity, this powerful stillness. Things do not knock me out of harmony. Certain things that used to bring me stress, bother me, or just get me to lose focus, just does not have that ability over my mind anymore. I have full control over my mind. I'm fully connected to myself and the divine. And that's one thing that comes through meditation and meditating. You become connected to all that's real and all that's true. We have this whole inner world inside of us, full of life. What I'm telling you, when you meditate and close your eyes, it's like it's a whole another world. You still be seeing all kinds of things. I'm telling y'all, if you know, you know. You receive downloads and answers. You're literally shifting and changing your whole DNA within. There's neuroscience behind this. You're changing all types of transmitters in your brain, your mind. It gets so deep, but I feel like that's what people don't explain. And I'm gonna explain that in this video. And a lot of y'all wonder how I have this such strong vitality and this strong of glow. And it's because I meditate all the time. I meditate 30, 40 minutes every day, multiple times a day, 3-4 sessions. I love meditating. I'd rather meditate than always be in the matrix or be on my phone or tapped into something that's overstimulating my mind, because this is taking us away from ourselves. And I tell you guys that when you meditate, you are connected to what's real, what's true. I promise y'all. But look, you have to understand, there's two states of mind. There's two states of mind and body. There's the animal state, and that's when you're living in fear, stress, worry, anxiety. You have high cortisol levels, and if you don't know what your cortisol is, that is the stress hormone. And when you are living in your animal state and you're living in destruction, your DNA is literally degenerating. Your cells are degenerating. You're literally at dis-ease. That's when you get sick. That's when you be feeling like a zombie, drained. That's probably when you're relapsing multiple times a day. It's when you're living in that animal state. That's one of the states of mind and body, and that's when your cortisol level is high. You're living in that flight or fight. You're constantly at stress. You constantly feel like something's gonna happen. You have this anxiety. That's where you have the limited possibilities. You don't think anything is possible. You don't think you can achieve anything. We've all been at the animal state, living in destruction, not caring, not giving a F, staying up all night, sleeping with a bunch of females, energy loss, losing our energy. That is when you are living in your animal state of mind and body. And that's when your cortisol levels is high. But then there's the second state of mind and body, and that's what you tap into when you meditate. So you have to understand it. It's the divine state. That's the second state, is the divine state. That's when you are living in creation. You're living in creation. There's infinite possibilities. You're at that homeostasis state of mind. And homeostasis is just the biological process of where your body is able to maintain a stable internal environment regardless of what's going on in the external world. And that's regardless to what problems or situations or things that may arise in your life, you're able to stay solid. And homeostasis can only be reached through meditation, because when you meditate, you are literally repairing your DNA, your cells. You have certain transmitters and things in your brain that start to get activated and unlocked. You start to tap into different sections of your brain. And that's what taps you into this homeostasis biological process. And then everything becomes infinite. All your possibilities become infinite. Life becomes amazing. You start to enjoy life. You start to have abundance, love. You start to be more appreciative. I'm telling y'all, meditating is literally so powerful. It's science behind this. It's not just some spiritual guru BS or some spiritual BS. This is real life. Meditation and yoga are two things that is literally life. This is not just some spiritual BS. You are literally regenerating your whole biological makeup, your whole inner world, all your cells, everything inside of you. You're literally healing, you're repairing, you're literally regenerating. That's why they say when you meditate, you are healing. That's what they mean, that you are real life healing. And that's why the more you meditate, the more at ease you become. The more still you become within. You can't really be pushed or swayed or knocked. You are solid within. Your inner world is strong. And that's because you are living in that divine state of mind and body. I'm telling y'all, fellas, you need to start meditating every day. You are way more connected when you are meditating and living in the divine state of mind and body. You have that love, that trust, that joy. You know way more. You have way more gratitude for everything. You be grateful for the littlest things. I'm grateful for this bird chirping right now. I'm grateful for this little crystal around my neck, this shirt I'm wearing. You have this strong gratitude. You are selfless. You start to see reality beyond the 5 physical senses. That's when you become really unfuckwittable. You become connected to your higher self. Your intuition becomes so strong. Your mind and body are connected. You think of someone and they call you, or they text you, or you see that person out and about, or you think of something happening and it happens. Or you just know when something is gonna happen. You just know, something happens, you're like, I knew that was gonna happen. You become so connected within. You become so divinely connected. You start receiving all the answers, all kinds of answers. That's when you embrace the unknown. Unlike the fact that when you're living in the animal state of mind and body, you're not meditating, you're not taking care of yourself, you think you know everything. You're living in the known. So you won't even get on retention. I know people are gonna hate me. I know it ain't gonna work. I know that meditating ain't gonna do nothing for me. This and that. You think you know everything. But when you're living in the state of divine, the mind and body state of divine, you embrace the unknown. You don't know what retaining your semen for 90 days could do for you, but you're gonna do it. You don't know what focusing on yourself and deleting social media for a long period of time can do for your mind, body, and spirit, but you are going to do it. And that's because you're at that divine state. You're living at that homeostasis state. It's so real how meditation works, especially if you're already retaining it on this journey. You already have this energy. It's so much easier. And then you're already eating a good diet. All you got to do is sit still. That's what a lot of y'all just need to sit still with yourselves. And you will get so much further. You will have way more answers. You will feel way less stress. You will feel exactly where you need to be. You'll start feeling like you need to do this, do that. You have to be on 100 days of retention or your journey ain't where it needs to be at. You are exactly where you need to be, and you will understand that and fully understand that if you would just meditate and go within and take the time to be still and still your mind and get control over the thoughts that are coming into your mind. Meditation is powerful. I've been doing it so long, for a long time, and I'm gonna continue to do it. And especially during like winter, I've noticed me meditating is having me way more like deeply connected and at this way different ease. I noticed like there's a lot of depressed people. Like I was just having a conversation with one of my IRLs, and he was trying to like say like life is ass and things like that nature, and I'm thinking to myself like he only feel like that because he disconnected. He feels lack, so his life feels like it's ass because he's separating life from himself when he is life. There is no life without him. And I was trying to get him to understand that, and he just couldn't grasp that concept. And I haven't talked to him since, but I hope he's doing better. But I told him he needs to meditate. He needs to really sit still. His life is not ass. He has everything. He has everything. And I have everything. We all have everything. We are all complete. Everything and every situation we have ever been through, we are way bigger than that. Our purpose on this planet is way bigger than that. We are connected to something that's so amazing. We are connected to something that's beautiful. And we are experiencing that. And every time you meditate, you get to tap into that. You get to tap into this whole other side of this universe that they try to keep us from. And it's for this reason. Because if you get to this mental clarity, you start glowing, you start having these same realizations. You come to these same realizations, you start having these same understandings and knowing this same knowledge. It's over with. That's why they try to stop you from learning knowledge. They don't want you to know anything. That's why they try to send you to these schools, send you to these colleges, get you to just go get this mindless job. They want to keep you from using your mind, your brain, really tapping into these different states of mind and body that we can, because we are energetic beings. We are so powerful. I'm trying to get y'all to understand I'm not making this up. This ain't no just some spiritual BS. I know I'm a chosen one. I know I'm tapped in. I know I'm connected. But I'm not just saying this to speak for my health. I'm not just saying this on some BS. This is no BS. This is someone who's speaking from their real life experience, and someone who wasn't meditating and been in times where I have not meditated. And my life would feel like it's so chaotic. I'd feel like I'm going through hell, living in hell literally, because my state of mind is at that animalistic state of mind where I'm living in fear, worry, anxiety, where I feel like I know everything. I'm not taking them risks. I feel like I know that this ain't gonna work. I feel like this ain't gonna do this for me. This ain't gonna bring this type of thing for me. You have to understand. Some of y'all just really need to be still. That's all you need. 10 minutes to yourself, 10, 20 minutes to yourself, or 15 minutes. It don't even matter. You just need to sit with yourself and really meditate. Really focus on that breath. Really close your eyes and just... Like, some of y'all need to do that. Like, just doing that right now, I meditate so much that slowed me down. Like, that slowed me down. I feel good. Underestimating it. I'm telling y'all, fellas, especially if you're retaining, you're gonna have way more energy for your workouts, for just your day in general. You're gonna have the ability to set your attention for your days. So then when you're meditating, you're gonna set your attention for these productive days, these days where you're busy, these days that you feel good about when you lay your head down on the pillow. Not them days that you lay down and you can't go to sleep at night because you're thinking of all this BS or all these things you could have done or should have done. You have to understand, stop underestimating meditation. It is gonna boost your energy. You're gonna be in the gym working out like crazy. You're not gonna be feeling sluggish, tired. The brain's gonna be way more sharp. You're already retained. You already have this essence flowing through you. Now cultivate this energy throughout your whole body. Let it really reach your mind. Meditating has changed my life completely. I would not be where I'm at today if I didn't take the time to really meditate, sit still, and look at myself and really go within and really get to the root causes of certain things, certain emotions and why they come. Why do I feel this way about certain things? Or why do I have these certain habits? You gotta understand it all stems from within us. You have to be meditating. I promise you, it will change your life. And before I end this video, I'm challenging y'all. 7 days. I want you to meditate 7 days in a row, twice a day. Twice or 3 times a day. You probably will want to meditate that 3rd time a day because it's going to feel good if you are really doing this challenge. You're really waking up and meditating every day. Meditate 7 days in a row and watch how your mind shifts dramatically. Watch how your perspective and the way you view your own life and everything changes. You start to love yourself more. You start to love your life. You start to be more appreciative about everything you have and everything you have going on. I promise you, meditate 7 days in a row. That's my challenge for y'all. 2 times a day, 3 times if you're really feeling it, but twice a day, 7 days in a row. I want you to meditate. I promise you, your life will change. I'm telling y'all. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, comment down below. And be sure to subscribe if you are new. I love y'all. Keep growing and glowing.